to be on a motorbike, and you can see his...
Yeah, well, wait, hold on. I mean, the listeners will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Crazy Frog ringtone, and you're absolutely right, it used to be just on cable channels, didn't it?
Yeah.
One of those really long, boring adverts. But now it's come onto terrestrial, and now I see full-page adverts in the papers for Crazy Frog. And I just wondered where this has come from. Because it's almost like the contemporary equivalent of sort of a gimmick record, isn't it? But it's just something that's completely and utterly worthless. It's a ringtone for your phone. But it's obviously supported by this cartoon character frog who looks a bit like something out of The Wind in the Willows. He's got sort of aviator goggles on and a helmet. Other than that, he's a naked frog. He's got a missing tooth.
Yeah.
But the genius of it is, you can see his little William balls.
His frog nuts.
His little dangly frog nuts. And you sort of, first of all, you think, what is this? And the second time you think, oh, it's a ringtone. Third time you think, oh, this is annoying. Fourth time you think, I can see his little William balls. And then you think, did I really see his little William balls? I better watch out for that. Then you start actually paying attention. You think, no, I can clearly see his William balls. Then you start talking to your friends. Oh, you see that frog? And you can clearly see his William balls. By that point, it's under your skin. And so I'd just like to take this opportunity to doff my hat to the creators of the Crazy Frog. And look at that, it says in the paper, get the most annoying sound. So they're trumpeting the fact that it's annoying. But they're almost like irritant scientists, who have actually explored and experimented to find the most irritating but yet compulsive combination of sounds and figures. A frog, aviator goggles, a missing tooth, sound, and a little William balls. But that's the genius, don't you think?
Absolutely. I mean, I wonder if they came up with that first, if they thought, let's...
I bet you, sorry to interrupt you, I bet you there's a story.
Yeah.
I bet you they'd drawn the frog and some guy came in and went, that's pretty good, but watch this. Little William balls drew them in.
We'll never get away with that. What are you thinking?
And it turned out to be the absolute key feature.
Let's run it past the ITC. The ITC have got back, they say the little froggy balls is fine.
Frog balls are fine.
Frog balls are okay.
It's like in Japanese children's animation. I've got this fantastic Japanese, it's called Pom Poko or something. It's a Japanese cartoon with bears. Their nuts are visible all the way through.
Well, it's just a fact of life, isn't it? I mean, does Action Man have more defined scrotal zones now?
No.
He still doesn't?
No, Britain isn't keen on acknowledging the existence of genitals until you're over the age of 18.
Right.
Generally.
The thing that makes the froggy thing slightly upsetting for me is the sort of lascivious motion that he's engaged in.
He's revving up his bike.
He's not revving up his bike. He's getting ready to roger someone on his lily pad.
Hey! Roger someone on his lily. Do you reckon?
I think so.
He looks like a dirty frog, actually. He's been in fights with that tooth missing. I don't know. Do you download that sort of thing?
No.
You've got to have a phone with new real tones or something.
I'm nearly 40. What the hell would I be doing?
You're not nearly 40.
I am practically 40. I don't even know who Kenzie is.
I know who Kenzie is.
Well, maybe you can...
That's my Blazing Squad impression.
Is that his ringtone?
I loved it. When they announced Kenzie, I thought... I was being very cynical about Celebrity Big Brother until they announced Kenzie. That was like a nuclear bomb dropping in my household.
I want to talk more about Kenzie because I don't know who he is because I'm nearly 40. Now, here's your free play. Who's this, Joe?
Yeah, this is dedicated to Annabelle, my lovely girlfriend, who I think is at home cleaning out the cellar. Probably can't even hear this. But this is Neil Young with Needle and the Damage Done. Oh, hello. That was Neil Young with Needle and the Damage Done. Now, earlier in the show, we asked our listeners, our faithful listeners, to help us out because we're in a bit of a pickle with This Is in the Dock. We didn't talk to each other in time, and I've got my record, Adam didn't have his record. He wanted to get a hold of Absolute Beginners by David Bowie, so we requested our listeners out on the town to see if anyone could help us out by buying it and bringing it to the studio. And we have a listener on the line, don't we, Adam?
I think we do. I think he's in a major West End record shop, and I think his name is Cormac.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, Cormac.
Hiya.
Am I pronouncing that correctly, or is it just
indeed.
Cormac or Cormac?
Cormac will do.
Cormac, so thanks very, very much for helping us out with this. Can you tell us where you are?
I've just left the Virgin Megastore.
Okay.
I'm walking towards you now.
And have you acquired the record?
I have, yes. I've got the full Bowie singles collection of 5.
No. How much did that set you back?
It was 20 quid.
Oh, have we got 20 quid?
Yeah, we can give you 20 quid.
And Cormac, are you heading to the studio?
I am. I'm literally walking there now.
Do you know where to come?
Yes.
What made you buy the Bowie singles collection and not the soundtrack to Absolute Beginners?
Didn't have the soundtrack to Absolute Beginners. I had like 50 different Bowie CDs, but not the soundtrack to Absolute Beginners.
What kind of record store is that? That's one of the essential soundtracks of all time.
I was impressed by their range. I mean, well, you know, even Home or Not.
Have you seen Absolute Beginners, Cormac?
Unfortunately not, but I remember the video very well.
But listen, Cormac, you're heading into the studio. We can ask you all of this in high-fidelity sound when you get in. But we're both very, very grateful for you helping us out, and This Is in the Dock it's going to work this week. What if that one doesn't win, though? You've wasted your time.
No, because Cormac will be walking away with the singles collection and 20 quid, and he will have been on the radio.
Oh, it's so exciting for Cormac. What's he's been mugged?
He's been mugged.
He's been stabbed.
Oh dear, he's been stabbed in Leicester Square. So, we'll see him later, hopefully. This is Adam and Joe on XFM. Been to be home, me home. I gotta live my own.
That was the Scissor Sisters with Laura. This is Adam and Joe on XFM, here with you for another 50 minutes.
And before that you heard Wires by Athlete. And now we've got our gopher this week, our friendly gopher, Macaroon.
Cormac, as in Cormac McCarthy.
Cormac.
All the pretty horses.
He sounds very much, when we were speaking to him on the phone earlier, he sounded exactly like Jim will fix it from Ash. What's his name, the lead singer?
Tim Wheeler.
Tim Wheeler, yeah. Well, maybe he is Tim Wheeler.
Maybe he's Tim
disguise.
Wheeler. Wow. Well, we're very, very grateful to Cormac. He's on his way up, bringing us the CD that's going to save It Is in the Dock this week. But before that, I'd just like to talk about my New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah, what did you do?
Well, I went to a friend's house, you know, just to have some drinks. Not many of us there, like 6 or 7 of us there. And, you know, New Year's Eve's always tricky, isn't it? Because you're kind of exhausted and you've run out of, you know, fun and stuff like that. Yeah, so I thought I'd lift things up by buying a game that I saw advertised on telly. It was called Screen Test. And it looked really good advertised on telly. It had all these good-looking people crowded around the television, answering questions about movies that were being presented to them on a DVD. So it's a DVD TV game.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a movie quiz. Perfect for me. I'm a big movie fan, and for you.
Yeah.
You know, and all the family sit round New Year's Eve, pop in the DVD. It shows you clips from films, asks you questions, and you have a great time replying to them.
Oh.
And so I went to Hamleys and I thought to myself, well, there's probably 3 or 4 different games like this, and it's important that I get one at the correct difficulty level. You know, not a super easy one with questions like who's the villain in Star Wars. That'd be too easy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, not a really, really difficult one with lots of questions about black and white films. Because me and my friends were sort of movie buffs, but we're sort of, you know, not that big in terms of knowledge. So anyway, I buy this game, $21.99, Adam.
That's not given away.
Not given away. I gather everybody around on New Year's Eve. We sit around the telly. We construct the board.
And was everyone up for this? Everyone was like,
we were all really
Joe,
excited about this
brilliant.
game.
Let's play that.
Oh, what a great idea, Joe. You're always first with the modern games.
Oh, modern games Cornish.
Yeah, and so, plus we all fancy ourselves as movie buffs, so we start rolling the dice and answering the questions. So what I've done, just to communicate the quality of this game, and as a warning to anybody else who might buy it, is I've recorded some of the questions, and I'd like to play some small segments of this game now with Adam. So if you consider yourself a movie buff, and you like family fun, this is a trap that you might be in danger of falling into if you buy this game. So let's check out this first question.
Okay, here we go.
Marines call it trial.
Yazzie is trying to get to know Joe unsuccessfully. What happens next?
Right, so I should tell you that that's the question, and there's a little clip of a war film with Nicolas Cage in it. So you've got a clip of a film with Nicolas Cage wearing a military helmet, and it's quite a close-up. You can't really see anything else.
Marines call it chow, I think he said at the beginning.
Yeah. So someone has said Wind Talkers. It's Wind Talkers. So we established it was Wind Talkers.
Right.
Yahtzee is trying to get to know Joe.
Haven't seen
what
Wind
happens
Talkers.
next. No, neither have I. And I don't think many people have. So this was a shaky start to the quiz. We thought, like we've accidentally pressed we've just got a tricky one. And let's stay confident. So we thought, well, at least it's probably something quite memorable would happen. So just have a guess. What happened next?
Yahtzee gets shot in the head.
Shot in the head. That would be good, wouldn't it? Play the answer.
Okay.
Yazzie knocks over Joe's coffee.
We thought, what? We were starting to get a bit worried. We thought, that's absolutely fine. Move on to the next question. Throw the dice. That's fine. Stay confident. Let's have the next question.
What happens next in this scene from the Amityville Horror?
Oh, now that's better, isn't it? That's a famous film, the Amityville Horror.
Right, so what was the clip?
So the clip was just an old woman, not one of the main cast from the Amityville Horror, not someone I recognise, not Margot Kidder or Beardy Man or whoever else is in it, but a sort of old woman. It's a close-up shot, you can't really see where she is, she's clearly in a room, and she's bent forward. That's it. That's all you got to go on. What happens next?
She straightens up.
You are slightly, yeah, that's closer. But you'd have thought, like, evil flies gush out of the chimney.
Yeah.
Or the wall starts to cry blood.
That's right.
Something guessable. Your guess is she leans forward.
She straightens up.
See the answer to that one.
Papers blow on the desk.
I love the music for
I
papers.
know.
Papers blow on the desk music. Papers are blowing, the
Gust of
papers are
wind.
blowing, the desk is on fire. No, it's not.
You've seen the Amityville Horror, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember that moment?
The papers blowing scene. Yeah, that was in Channel 4's Top 100 Great Movie Moments.
Should we do one more?
Okay.
So we thought, what is this game? Maybe we've just randomly, accidentally chosen two very difficult questions. Let's have another go. So we threw the dice again, and this is what we got.
Aunt Maggie, Chucky wants to...
Finish this line from Child's Play. Aunt Maggie, Chucky wants to...
Okay, so now we were feeling good at that point. We thought, that's an easy one. Child's Play.
Yeah, Chucky
That's
wants
a famous line. Chucky wants to
play.
To play, yeah, and he's just going to end up stabbing him or something. So we were confident, right, the game, because we're still on the start square at this point,
Yeah.
and I must tell you there's 27 squares to get round,
Whoa.
and the maximum you can move if you get one right is 3 spaces, and it's 10, and we want to be on Primrose Hill at the stroke of midnight. It's not looking good. Okay, so we're hoping things are going to go faster now, so let's hear the answer.
Chucky wants to watch the 9 o'clock news.
Watch the 9 o'clock news.
That's the MGM lion. Roaring at the end.
Wow. I've really got to make a point of A, buying that game, and B, watching all the Child's Play films.
Well, you know what? I want to give this game away now.
Maybe Cormac can walk away with it.
Well, no, I think we should do a phoner for it, because I've recorded 3 more questions, and I just don't think anybody in the country can answer any of them.
Okay.
I genuinely think that film lovers.
Well,
And I'm shocked that they let it leave the production line without actually trying to play it.
well, let's do a test. 0871 222 1049. If you want to play screen test
If
right
you want
here,
to win it,
and win the actual game as well.
We'll
Can you
sign
imagine?
it.
Wow, we'll sign it. We'll
Make it worth less.
We'll walk away with it. We'll walk back with you. So get calling right now. This is Adam and Joe on XFM. Now here's Holger Chukai Kazuke.
What?
I don't know. He was in Cannes. And this is Cool in the Pool.
who was that singing that song, Adam?
That song was sung by Block Party, BLOC Party.
They did a bloody good job.
Yeah, that was called So Here
Very well
We
done.
Are.
So you know what, I'm not the only person whose Christmas was ruined by Screen Test, the interactive DVD game. We've had a couple of texts. I bought Screen Test and it ruined my Christmas. It's got 9 hours left on eBay. I've never heard of Pork Chop Hill or the Mod Squad. My sister forced me to play that game. It was rubbish. There we go. So, but I'm trying to basically share my pain with you about this terrible game Screen Test, and we're going to play it now live on the radio so that you can experience just how completely impossible it is. So, are we ready with the questions there, Adam?
Yeah, I feel like I should have some music like Michael Rod style music.
So, basically, I can guarantee that none of you callers, Adam, Jessica, Jason and Neil, who are holding on hopefully to play, no, you're just not going to win. I mean, this is the most impossibly stupid quiz game ever released. But we'll give it a shot anyway, and if you do win, you will win the actual game.
So, Joe, I played the thing
Oh,
from
well
film
done.
90.
Better late than never. You're
That's-
going to have to take it off now because you've got the callers.
Because it's films.
Adam the caller. Are you there, Adam the caller?
I'm there. I'm ready.
Hello, Adam. Well done. Are you poised?
I'm poised on the edge of my seat. I'm ready.
Are you a film buff?
Well, it doesn't sound like it matters for this game, really.
It doesn't. No, you'd have to be the most... You should basically have had to not left the house for hundreds of years and just watch the world's worst MGM films. So here we go. Here's your question, Adam. Listen very carefully.
Okay.
What happens next in this scene from American Ninja 2?
Okay, obviously that's quite an unfair question, but I'll describe what you see. You see a motorboat, and you see the hero of American Ninja 2, and he's fiddling with wires under the dashboard of the motorboat. It's a very brief glimpse. He's fiddling with the wires under the steering wheel of the motorboat. So what happens next, do you think, Adam?
Anybody's guess. Oh, a low-flying helicopter zooms